So people were asking me to do a Gregory on Isakov type beat, and we actually did a video like that, and it was super good, but we recorded it for an hour and 15 minutes, and it crashed. So that sucks. So we're gonna do it again. For this, we're gonna use two Lewitt 040s, and they're gonna be overhead-ish. They're gonna be over my shoulder. My guitar is very crisp sounding, which is not something we want. So we're gonna do an overhead thing to try and reduce the high end. This is the setup right here, and we're gonna make sure we play with just our hand strumming instead of pick strumming, because we're trying to get rid of all that clickiness and crispness. Fuck F chords, bro. Okay, we need a lot of ambience for a beat like this. That's why I look like a music nerd with my little Zoom H6. We're gonna go outside and just record some nature sounds. Because we gotta fill out the mix somehow. There's not a lot of stuff going on in the Gregory Isakov beat. Just acoustic guitar, banjo, pedal steel. I don't have a pedal steel though. The rest we'll figure out later. Okay, we're out in the farm, I guess? It's not really the farm. Now we wait. Okay, so we're back in the session. We got the Foley that we recorded earlier. We also have some more Foley from some other packs that we combined with it. And we basically just took the warp off and pitched it down so it would last a little longer. Okay, so this is what it sounds like so far. All atmosphere-y, all guitar-y. So next we got to add some lower drums in the background. Maybe some bass, but I'm not too sure about that yet, and some atmospheric electric guitar. Then maybe some banjo, maybe some mandolin. I can't play banjo nor mandolin, so it might be a little hard to add that, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so we used ample banjo to get this sort of banjo line. We're gonna pan it a little bit to the left just because I don't want it to sound like all polished and wide. I want it to be kind of off-center a little bit. And then for the choruses, I want to use a pad. I've got a couple of pads here. This pack is not released yet, but eventually it will be. Let's go to pads. Just check what we've got. That could work. Let's just throw that in and see. Very subtle. I got this Wordsy plugin yesterday. It's super cool. It sounds like this. It's actually, I got it for free. I can put the link down below to get it for free. So pretty much everything we're putting in this beat is going to have some sort of room reverb on because I want it to sound like it's far. Not that far, of course, but something like that. With a short decay, but a pretty heavy mix. Happened to BBC Symphony Orchestra. It's not great, but it's good for layering stuff. I mean, it sounds good. It's just it doesn't have too much control. Turn it down quite a bit. Get some reverb in there. And we're gonna play with this modulation right here on the keyboard so we can get some natural sounding stuff. Like that. See how now the automation's written in? It's not really automation, I guess. It's just recording performance, but I was using the modulation wheel on the keyboard to kind of gradually bring in the notes. Now we're hopping into Stradivari cello to get some more realistic string sounds. Okay, got that performance down. And reverb. Okay, so now we got some kicks. They're just kicks we recorded in the studio about a year ago. Sound like that. Pretty drowned in reverb. It's pretty natural. And we're just going to do that pattern. All right, now we need to find a snare. That's actually quite nice too. All right, so we're going to engage this plus right here so that we can add to the MIDI. That way we can play a kick pattern, then we can play a snare pattern. It'll all play at the same time. Some very subtle drums going on. I'm going to add a tiny bit of bass and a tiny bit of electric guitar, and then we should be done for the beat. Okay, so we've got bass. Last thing to do is add electric guitar, but for now this is what the bass sounds like. We'll mix it later. For now, let's just start tracking. I'm gonna use something like Amplitude 5 for this, just because I like the roominess, the rawness of the amps. You get much more room sound. You have to like process it further, which I kind of enjoy for stuff like this. It doesn't sound very processed. I think I'm just gonna go to a vintage B. Who knows? I don't really know. Let's just see. We are for sure going to throw in a reverb pedal, some sort of tape echo. I'm going to start from the beginning, and I'm just going to improv it all, and then whatever parts are shit, I'll delete. Whatever parts are good, I'll keep. Okay, so we actually switched it to a deluxe reverb, and then just turn the room up. Sounds like this. Maybe we should tune it too. Now to do some quick mixing, let's name everything first. I'm going to take some low end out of the guitar here, the electric guitar. Bass sounds good regardless. Let's get those drums in there. That sounds awesome too. Let's get the low end out of there. Might even put a chorus on there as well. There we go. Cut the low end out of that pad. And then we got to compress this guitar a little bit. I'm going to hop into a very clean compressor. I'm going to use the Pro C. Then I'm going to turn the auto release on. Turn the ratio down. Nice, okay. Hop into the EQ. Let's go into mid side. Take the mids down around here. I still think it's hitting the compressor a little too hard. And let's hop into that bass. And I'm just gonna quickly compress it with some LA2A stuff, just so I can get it more even. All right. Guitar's a bit too loud. I'm gonna put the LA2 on the guitar as well. Get more sustain. Check how that bass sounds with the kick. Let's bus everything except for the drums to the rear bus. And then I'm just gonna cut a little bit of lows out of the guitar as well. Cool. I'm gonna put Pro C2 on the master now. Auto release, really light ratio. And then lastly, just to top it all off, we're going to throw an EQ on there. We're going to throw the mastering EQ from 𝗕𝗘𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘 Mastering. I guess it's from UAD, but it's called the 𝗕𝗘𝗖𝗢𝗠 Mastering. And we're going to throw that in mid-side and really allow the vocal to sit in there. Not that we're recording vocals today, but you know what I mean. Unlink, and we're going to go mid-side. And we're going to dip the sides around there, and I want to peak around here. Nice, simple, acoustic beat. Hope you learned something. If not, hope you're inspired. I don't know. That's it. Done. That's the video. Bye-bye. We gotta get better at outros. See ya.